How do you think you got like so good at chess?
I think in my case, like, because I saw that really there are some people that really work more than me. And I cannot say I worked more harder than them because I really saw it. So I think it was more talent. I think you should have some talent to get to top chess. Like, nobody is without talent.
Right.
But also, keep having good discipline is very important. So
I see, yeah. That would make sense.
it's not easy anyway.
Chess is a hard game.
Yeah.
Magnus Carlsen said Alireza is devilishly tricky.
And my queen is protecting my king very well, so this move I don't like for him. Now I get bishop e5 with tempo. I'm going h4 next. Oh, and I just missed this. Okay, yeah. That's why I never underestimate Alireza. He's devilishly tricky. Okay, so he takes hg, rook h5. I think I'm still doing pretty well. I think he should probably have gone rook e5 and then knight e5, because then my queen would have been kicked away at the very least. So I can go rook h1. Yeah, I probably don't have a whole lot here still. Okay, let me just go b3. Protect my stuff. Queen f4. Probably a very good move, which I completely missed. Huh. I cannot go rook g4 because the queen g4. That's the main issue here. I can't go queen d4. No, I can't go queen d4. Maybe I have to go queen f5 actually. Ah, he takes that rook. Okay, then I'm gonna lose. Hoping for f4, but I think he's just got way too much time here. There's no chance here. Rook e3, rook d7. And I'm barely up on time. Try and see if I can get him to stalemate me here. I'm assuming there's no chance. Okay, yeah, no chance. Oh boy, yeah, this is gonna be tough.
Welcome back, chess fans. In this video, we're gonna see what Magnus thinks Alireza Firouzja is devilishly tricky. In this position, Alireza with black attack the bishop. Bishop e5 attack the rook. What Magnus saw here is rook f7, and here h4 with an attack on the h file. For instance, if we play like that, g take h6, and now we have play on the h file. And if black tries to counterattack, queen check with a lot of play for white. But over here, Alireza doesn't move the rook and play knight g6. This is what Magnus missed. You may say, I can take the rook, but of course Alireza saw knight f4 check, and also pick up the queen with a nasty fork. So over here, we find out that white cannot take the rook. So Magnus go for the initial plan. We exchange a few pieces, and here Magnus thinks he's fine and play rook h5, attacking g5. You may think of defending that pawn, but no, Alireza goes queen b4, such a creative player, attacking b2, but also g4. Magnus takes right away, king f7. And now what? So initially Magnus Carlsen thinks maybe I can do rook h1 with the idea of rook h7 check, but guess what? Queen b2 check, if the king comes here, king e6, and if you try to attack with white, boom, f2 is under attack, and the white king is in danger. And on queen b2 check, if you go with the endgame here, I think that black is perfectly fine as well. So after thinking for a bit, Magnus decided to play b3. That way, b2 cannot be taken with check. And the next surprise comes in, queen f4, because the rook still pins that pawn, right? We can see Alireza is so aware of every tactics in the position. And here, Magnus panics. Why is that? Rook takes f5 seems logical, but black give a check, and when the king moves, the rook here is hanging, and if you move the rook, I'm taking it with tempo. So it turns out that we cannot take on f5 with the rook, but then rook h5 is also losing the rook because of his check on g4. And here there was only one move and Magnus failed to find it. The right move was queen c3, and if black takes on g5, we take on e5 with a fine game. On check, the king runs to g3, and white has a lot of checks here, and the position is very complex, but this is about equal anyway. Instead, Magnus make the mistake over here. He was thinking that black might take like that, but then you give a check and everything is fine for white. But here, very quickly, Alireza calculates the only move winning for black, and that is queen takes g5, and now we find out that black is a rook up. Now, of course, the game went on, and over here, rook g1, and Magnus was trying to go for stalemate, but after check, simply rook g1, checkmate. There was absolutely no stalemate in this position. So Magnus tried and eventually lost that match. That was 2020, but I think that shows how Alireza is such a creative and talented player, able to calculate in a very complex positions against the very best in the world. And with that, I see you in the next one.